Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. Thank you all for joining us today. Today, before we go ahead with the Chaitanya Bhagavat class, I would like to welcome those who have joined. May I know who all have joined today?
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Bhagavad Pranam, glories to Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharajas, and all the assembled Vaishnavas. This is Kirtida Sundaridasi.
Hare Krishna, Kirtida Sundari Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances, Jai Shri Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for your presence on the call and creating this very beautiful space where we all can serve. Welcome to the conference call, Mataji. Anyone else would like to introduce themselves? Anyone would like to go ahead and introduce themselves before we get started with today's class? You can unmute yourself, announce your name. We'll be happy to
Hare
invite.
Krishna, Priti Vilasini Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Anita Ramya. Hare Krishna.
Welcome, Anita Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances, Jai Shri Prabhupada. Thank you for joining us.
Hare Krishna, Priti Vilasini Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Guru Maharaj. This is Chinmay Rajapriya Devi Dasi.
Hare Krishna, Chinmay Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us your very valuable association today. Anyone else would like to introduce themselves? Okay, I'll get started with the recording. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I welcome everyone to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. We are very, very grateful for your association on this wonderful forum. Today, we'll have a class on Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat that will be given by His Grace Ramgiridhari Prabhu. And he will be speaking from Antya khanda, chapter 7, verses 90 through 104. Before we see Prabhu on the call and hand over the call to him, I would like to read Srila Prabhupada's quote. Today is 17th March. On 17th March 1973, in a letter to Shukadeva, Srila Prabhupada mentioned, a pure devotee always thinks himself as not devotee. If one thinks he is a big devotee, that is not good, thinking that he is first degree. We should not be puffed up. A devotee avoids it, remaining always in the second degree. Krishna has given everyone something extraordinary, and to serve Krishna with one's extraordinary talent means successful life. Hare Krishna. That was a very beautiful quote by Srila Prabhupada. And we'll just wait for a few minutes before our speaker, His Grace Ramgiridhari Prabhu, comes on call, and then we'll hand over the call to him. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram. Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Ram Rama, Hare Krishna, Ram Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Ram Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Ram Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Rama. Mataji, if you're there, I'll give you host. I have to.
Yeah, sure, Mataji. No problem. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, we'll wait for Ramgiridhari Prabhu to join.
Okay, I'm back, Mataji, and I sent him a reminder. Let's see.
Even I have sent him the text message. Let's see if he doesn't respond, then probably I'll call him.
Okay. Hare Krishna Prabhu, please forgive me for not letting you know about change of time. My mistake, apologies. We always do something or the other. You have to come. I'm sorry. Prabhuji, you are muted. You may want to unmute. I don't know how you want to do that.
He's unmuted, but we are not able to hear him.
Is it?
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes.
great. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I'm saying that, I somehow made sure that this time I don't goof up, and I goofed up.
Oh, no,
So
no,
I was,
it's fault is ours. So, Uncle Kirtida Mataji told me I didn't realize the mistake. So,
no problem.
thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can start whenever you say we can start.
Yes, yes, we can start. We are on record. Yes.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So today we are discussing from Caitanya Bhagavata, Antya khanda. Let me just get the verse correct. It's from verse the 7th chapter, the pastimes in Sri Gadadhara's garden, verse number 90 through 104.
Prabhu, you want me to screen share?
Why not? Sure, it'll be great. Okay, I am right now in Madurai. I just we have been having a series of meetings with wonderful Vaishnavas, and thankfully, thanks to Kirtida Sundari Mataji, I was going to step out of this room, so I'm in Balram Govinda Prabhu's office here. So I'm thankfully every setup is there, so I just jumped in. Krishna is kind. You're sharing Mataji, or I have I figured it out, so I can pick it up from there.
Yeah, she is also sharing, Prabhu, if you can see.
Did she? Oh yeah, okay, great. अन्योन्ये बाजयेन ईश्वर इच्छाय हेन रंगी महाप्रभु श्री गौरंगराय. By the Lord's will, the devotees would sometimes engage in loving quarrels, and Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu would also enjoy taking part in such exchanges. Krishnera kripaya sabe anande vivala kako na baje ananda kandala. By Krishna's mercy, everyone was overwhelmed in transcendental happiness. Yet, sometimes loving quarrels took place even between Gaurachandra and Nityananda. Ihate ye eka ishwarera pakshahaya anya ishwarere ninde sei abhagiya. Whoever takes the side of one Lord, criticizing the other Lord, is most unfortunate. Ishwarera abhinna shakala bhakta ghanam dehera ehena bahu anguli charanam. All the devotees are non-different from the Lord, as the legs, fingers, and arms are non-different from the body. Purport. Although the Lord is one, the devotees are considered his bodily limbs and sub-limbs. No one is independent. The concept of separation attributed to the living entities who are covered and thrown by the influence of Maya is removed when one sees things in proper perspective. When the activities of the limbs and sub-limbs are in complete harmony with the owner of the limbs, there is no question of separation. Yet, for the sake of variety, they appear to be separate. The devotees of the Lord are inclined to service of the Lord. They have no propensity for material enjoyment because they do not maintain the conception of separation from the Lord. Text 94. Yata pumanna swangeshu sirapanyadishu kvachit parakya buddhim kurute evam bhuteshu matpara. A person with average intelligence does not think the head and other parts of the body to be separate. Similarly, my devotee does not differentiate Vishnu, the all-pervading personality of Godhead, from anything or any living entity. In other words, he considers all living entities as simultaneously one and different from the absolute truth. Tatapiha sarva Vaishnavereikatam Sabhara Ishvara Krishna Caitanya Sarvata. Still, the Vaishnava's conclusion is that Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya is the Supreme Lord of all. Niyanta Palaka Srashta Durvigne Tattva Sabe Miliye Mantra Gayena Mahatva. They glorify the Lord as the controller, maintainer, creator, and incomprehensible truth. Okay. In Madhvacharya's commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, second shloka, he quotes the Skanda Purana as follows. Lord Hari is the ultimate cause of the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of the cosmic manifestation. One knows this becomes liberated, and one who does not remains entangled. Avirbhava haityecha e sabha sharire Tansabhara anugrahe bhakti pahladare. Devotional service is attained through the mercy of those in whose bodies the Supreme Lord manifests. Sarvajnata sarvashakti diya o apane aparade sashti okarena balamane. Although the Lord awards all knowledge and strength, he nevertheless awards punishment to those who commit offenses. Text 99. Iti madhye visesha achayedu prati nityananda advaitere nachadena stuti. Yet Lord Chaitanya had a special affection for Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya, and he never hesitated to glorify them. Koti alaukiko yadiye dui karena Tatapiha Gaura Chandra Kichuna Balena. Even if those two violated social etiquette millions of times, Lord Gaurachandra would not say anything. Yei mata katakshana paranandakari avaduta chandra sange Gauranga Shri Hari. In this way, Lord Gauranga and Avaduta Chandra Shri Nityananda spend some time together in great ecstasy. Tabe Nityanandastane Haya Vidhaya Vashaya Aila Prabhu Shri Gaurangaraya. Then Lord Gauranga took leave of Nityananda and returned to his residence. Nityananda Swarupo Paramaharshamane Anande Chalila Jagannatha Darshane. Nityananda Swarupa also happily departed to see Lord Jagannatha. The last verse for today, Nityananda Chaitanye Ye Haira Darshana Ihara Shravane Sarva Bandha Vimochana. By hearing about this meeting between Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, one is freed from all bondage. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. It's wonderful to be back with you all. I am from right now speaking from the holy Dham of Madurai. I keep coming here for some very special important service. And this visit, particularly very exciting because I have all my devotee colleagues from Congregation Development Ministry. We are all here in Madurai. For the past 1 week, we have been having marathon meetings. So it's very transcendental. And yesterday we had a 1 hour call along with Jayapataka Maharaj, who came and inspired us, and of course online. But definitely it was a very transcendental time. So technically we are from morning till night continuously talking, glorifying. So it is so nice if even a conditioned soul like me, just by the virtue of being engaged in Krishna's service in the company of devotees, could enjoy in spite of the exhaustive, say schedule and activities. What to speak of when we get free from all the conditioning and when we get engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Supreme Lord, what ecstasy we would get. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan mission is so wonderful that it is, only filled with ecstasy, and it is up to us how much we are able to assimilate, enjoy, and participate in that ecstasy. All I want to say is, within my limited intelligence, within my limited experience, ecstasy is out there. Are you in or not? That's only our call. If we are not, we are the most unfortunate. And if we are in, I am sure we have made our confirmed birth to go back home, back to Godhead. May not be in this life for people like me, but for sure the journey is forward and towards the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Because you look at what Vrindavan Das Thakura is saying, just by hearing the descriptions between Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what are those descriptions? Their quarrel, their fight, their loving exchanges. Just by hearing them, we are going to get free from all the bondage. I used to always say this to our devotee friends, that it is like when we play some video game, or when you see kids playing, they go towards some target. Usually 9 out of 10 games that I have seen of kids is you kill some bad element or a demon or some rakshasa or somebody. You keep punching him, punching her, or killing something. And for you to get energy, you have a lot of jackpots, on the way. Similarly, in our Shastra, in our Vedic literature, they know we have our regular fight against Maya. Every day we have some challenges or the other against Maya. Every day we have some situation or the other to fight it out. And in the process of fighting against our senses, fighting against the odds of the society, fighting against those who are envious of you, in all those fights we lose energy. We all are going to have so much of energy drained. But then, what is our energy booster? Energy booster is such transcendental sangha, such transcendental engagements, such transcendental, discussions. And in those transcendental discussions, when you read verse like 104 that we just read now, what Vrindavan Das Thakura is saying, that you will be free from all bondage. It is like, very good. I just finished reading. I'm just, going to blabber something for the next half an hour, 40 minutes. But what I'm going to get, for whatever nonsense that I have done in the past, I have some hope that I'll be free from those bondage. So, in the next half an hour, 40 minutes, we will churn this current context of whatever we read, 10, 15 shlokas, 15 shlokas. We will try to learn some lessons for our, for our journey. The first lesson is about the point of Vrindavan Das Thakura explaining about no difference between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. And there's a beautiful purport Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj has given. What is he saying? One who is aligned. In fact, he is very nicely using a word, even with average intelligence. A specific word that is being used by Vrindavan Das Thakura is, even a person with average intelligence will understand this. What he will understand? That there is no difference. When the parts of the body are synchronously working with the body, then we don't call part as a separate of the body, we consider the part as a part of the whole. My hand, my legs, my head, all of them, when they are synchronously working for the whole, nobody is going to say Ramgiridhari's hand and leg and head and torso are coming together. Nobody will say that. This is Ramgiridhari is coming. Because it is one total Ramgiridhari in form and shape. Right now my head, torso, hand, legs, everything is together, is integrated. So when we as practicing devotees, when we have the mood of being, that's why you see what in shloka number 93, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj says, although the Lord is one, the devotees are considered as bodily limbs and sublimbs. It's no problem. We are all, when I say we, I mean say generally Vaishnavas, are treated at par with Krishna, as Krishna, non-different from the body, because they are highly synchronized with Krishna. Saksha daridvena samasta sastra. So my first reflection is that how for us, the first reflection has got two parts that I want to say. First part is the very, easy known one, which is about how to treat all the Vaishnavas, special, surrendered, self-realized souls, at par with Krishna, Saksha Daridvena. We have always, discussed about that. One time, Krishna and Arjuna were speaking. This is a reference from Padma Purana. When Krishna and Arjuna were speaking, Krishna is telling Arjuna, my dear Arjuna, do you know these seasons are changing? Every day sun, the cycle is rotating the, daylight activities, daylight, sunlight, moonlight, morning, afternoon, evening, all these things are happening. Do you know how this is happening? Many people are saying, these are all happening because of my Shakti. But you should know, Arjuna, all these things are happening because of my devotees. Then after making that statement, Krishna is making the next statement. He says, even I exist because of my devotees. So when Krishna is making such a statement, what is the value of devotees that we need to give? So that's my first point to say, it is important that we learn as soon as we see a self-realized soul. We immediately start to give respect as much as we give respect to the Supreme Lord. On Sunday, this Sunday, Srila Prabhupada was giving a Bhagavatam class. Every Sunday, every Ekadashi here in Madurai, they have Srila Prabhupada's class. So this Sunday, we had a Bhagavatam class. So Srila Prabhupada is saying, in the entire lecture, Srila Prabhupada said two things mainly. One is importance of Shravanam, and second is importance of Mahat Seva. He says, how by we serving the great personalities, we will be able to make progress in Krishna consciousness. So that's the first part of it. But the second part of it is what I want to elaborate, that as much as self-realized souls are treated at par with Krishna, conditioned souls like us, me, we are supposed to understand that we are bodily limbs and sub-limbs of Krishna. So better cooperate with Krishna, otherwise you will be amputated. Not by Krishna, but by your own activities. If the part is not useful for the whole, if the part is harming to the whole, if my body part is getting gangrened, if my body part is getting spoiled or doesn't behave well, nobody is going to maintain that part. They say at least remove them and move on with other things. In this case, removal or cutting off does not mean that Krishna is going to throw us away. It means we are delaying our energy, we are delaying our opportunity to be rejuvenated by being an integrated body part of Krishna. So, as a first message take home is, it is important for all of us, we are limbs or sublimbs or sublimbs of the sublimbs. But note that we are part of Krishna. If, as Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj says, when the activities of the limbs and sublimbs are in complete harmony with the owner of the limbs, there is no question of separation. So that is why yesterday Jayapatak Maharaj in our meeting, he told, so we were all giving all our reports, all our updates and things like that. So Maharaj is saying that it is important because he said, Prabhupada has asked me, Prabhupada has asked me to increase the preaching unlimitedly. And he said unlimited word 3 times, unlimitedly, unlimitedly, unlimitedly. And he made us, vouch for that. Are you guys from the Congregation Development Ministry ready to support me on that? Meaning what? In harmony with the owner of the limbs. What does the owner of the limbs want? Owner of the limbs want to make sure we clap for Krishna, we dance for Krishna, we sing for Krishna. Bhaja Gaurango, Kaha Gaurango, Labha Gaurange Namare, Sejane Gaurango Bole. So the Acharya is singing, I would like to surrender to that soul. Which soul? Who is singing Bhaja Gaurango? Kaha Gaurango? Sejane Gaurango Bole, Segor Amar Pranare. I surrender to that soul who is glorifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is singing about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is serving Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So my first reflection is to say, can we realign, especially this is my personal realization, reflection, and off late instruction. Anyone who is 45 years and above, start planning to reorganize, reprioritize our life in such a way that we are in harmony with the owner of the limbs. The owner of the limbs, we are limbs, sublimbs. If we have to vibrate, resonate in association with our main body, which is Krishna, see, we better understand the mood, we better understand the, the moment you think about it itself, you feel motivated. Why? Because I am limbs of Krishna. I am sublimbs of Krishna. I am sublimbs and sublimbs of the sublimbs of Krishna. Meaning, how do I function in a cooperative manner? Huh? We are insignificant, but we have a position. We are insignificant. We may not be so significant. Oh, yeah, I am finger of Krishna. You are not like that. We are not like that. But even if we are insignificant part in the transcendental whole, we are given some place. We are given some function. We have some duty to execute for us to get rejuvenated first. Not that in our absence, the whole is going to have a problem. But by we participating with the whole, participating with the Supreme Lord, participating with the activities of the Supreme Lord, we get rejuvenated and we eventually get completely liberated. So I sincerely urge all the, I would say, those who are all practicing for a long time. We have been through so many highs and lows, so many challenges, so many ups and downs, so many distractions, so many attractions, so many pulls, so many pressure. But some time or the other, our drama has to end. We have been having this, melodrama, just doing rounds and rounds and rounds and giving importance to so many things. Can we start cooperating with our body, with the body of Krishna? Can we start cooperating the owner of the limbs? Can we start supporting? Can we start serving? Can we start assisting? And how do we do that? Srila Prabhupada writes what Ambarish Maharaj used to do. How Ambarish Maharaj used to utilize all his senses. Using the hands, he used to serve the Lord. Using the tongue, he used to glorify the Lord. Prabhupada writes how Ambarish Maharaj is one wonderful example where he engages all parts of the body in celebrating Krishna consciousness. So our life should be like that. We should celebrate all parts of our body, celebrate our life, celebrate our existence, cherish every moment of our life for serving the owner of the limbs. This is the first reflection. The second reflection that I want to say is that why do we not do that? Because here Vrindavan Das Thakura is very nicely saying that technically the parts of the body are part of it's part of the whole. In text number 94 says a person with average intelligence, not extreme, even average intelligence, which means he says a person with average intelligence does not think the head and other parts of the body to be separate. My devotees does not differentiate. Mean those who are differentiating, those who are thinking that I am independently existing, I am independently capable, I am independently cognizant. They are not intelligent. He's not even talking about highest intelligence. He's talking about average intelligence. Prakriti kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasaha ahankara vimudatma kartaham iti manyate. So this brings us to the very important topic of why the body does not want to cooperate. I have given this explanation earlier also, but I'll once again repeat. I have this service. Sometimes I used to play mridanga. I wouldn't call myself as a best or a great mridanga player, but then I used to play mridanga. So some devotees used to asked me, can you please teach me Mridanga, Prabhu? So I said, whatever little I know, I'll try to help you. And because I'm not an expert, what I do is that I try to teach in my own, colloquial way. So one of the ways that I figured it out, because I used to tell them that you see my hand and see play, and those who are new will not be able to make it up. So then I cooked up my own, ways. So I used to, especially with the young children, boys. So I used to say that you get the mridanga and you sit in front of me and give both of your hands to me. Okay? I will use your hands to play and you watch, you experience. Oh, here 2 times, here 1 time, here 3 times, here 1 time. This is fast, this is slow. You experience. I'm saying that you give for the next 5 minutes, 7 minutes, your both the hands are mine. I will, try to, educate. They will agree because they want to learn. But when you start using their hands as if they are yours and going to play, that's when you will interestingly see the resistance. The body naturally will not allow. It'll keep it tight. They will not be able to move. So you have to keep reminding that now for the next 5, 7 minutes, these two hands are not mine. The body doesn't accept that because of prolonged continuous usage of my arms and limbs for one particular function. I'm not able to let that limb to be used for some other function even though I want them. So Ramayana explains 8 different levels of ego. Why we are not able to surrender. Why we are not able to give ourselves to the service of the Lord. So I've mentioned about this in one of the earlier sessions, maybe a long time back. So I just want to recollect and say, what stops us? Theoretically, we know this. Theoretically, I know Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Theoretically, I know that I am supposed to serve the Supreme Lord. And I know these materialistic things are really, going to put me in trouble. But I don't surrender. I still want to go after them. Still want to go after, we can turn on the fan if you want. Say, if you want to turn on the fan, you can turn on the sound. There, over there. There, that next one. Yeah, you're good. Okay, so sorry, we have some devotees in this room also. So the idea is that the whole idea is even though we know, even though we have our hands and legs and arms and everything is meant to, I'm good, Prabhu. That's okay. Maybe you can turn the AC on. So that's the button over there. Yeah, that's turn it on. That's all. That's good. That's all. So even though our hands, legs, arms, everything is programmed or told to serve the Lord, it doesn't serve the Lord. So we will see these 8 levels of ego which stops us in surrendering to Krishna, which stops us in restricting us, making us think that I am the doer. This is from Ramayana. So number 1, first level of ego is to say that I can do anything. Meaning, I can do anything in this world, nobody can stop me. I can do anything that, under the strength and intelligence of me, I can do anything. Many times we have this understanding that I can do anything or I should be, fighting this out for myself. One time on devotee asked Radhanath Maharaj. Maharaj was giving a class on how one should surrender to Krishna and always, take the Supreme Lord's shelter. So at the end of the class, one devotee asked Maharaj, whatever you're saying is, it makes sense. But every time when there is a trouble, every time when there is a situation, that, whenever I have a problem, when I have a situation, I, rather than surrendering, I go on solving the situation to the extent that I tend to forget I'm supposed to surrender unto you. Then by the time I'm solving that situation, another problem is ready waiting for me. And I solve that situation. Then one more problem is waiting for me. Then I solve that situation. So when will I surrender? And as witty as always, Maharaj said, wait for some time. It looks like you do not have enough problems. Wait for some time. You have so much problem that you do not have any energy or anything to solve them, but you only surrender. It is not that when Maharaj said that, of course he was jokingly said and he made few more other points. But the point is, it is not that we are not supposed to use our intelligence and try to take responsibility of our actions. But what comes first is surrender, submission, appreciation, glorification, and then you try your, responsibilities. The half of the world now disagree with God, disagree with godliness, disagree with God consciousness, and give so much of importance to the so-called acquired intelligence. So the first level of ego is, I can do anything. So I can do anything is a very, dangerous thing. Sab kuch main kar lega. I will do that. Second kind of ego is on money. I have money. I can do things because of money. I have money. I can buy anything. I can solve anything. I can own anything. I can dictate anything. How many people are, this is not today. It is right from Satya Yuga time. The problem is that Nalakwara and Manigriva, Kubera's son, they were frivolous because they had money. So because of money, people are egoistic. Ravana was egoistic because of his wealth and whatever, this acquired arrogance. So money, because of money, people are egoistic. Politicians, they're so arrogant, they're so egoistic because they think because of money, anything can be done. I can buy my votes by money. All that is happening around the world currently with all the war situation, what it is all centered around? It's all centered around personal agendas. Third level of ego, it said that it's based on looks, beauty, appearance. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am very fair. I am attractive. This looks is a very, a funny thing. It blinds our intelligence. Our bodily looks blinds our intelligence. It is said in psychology or psychological study that we have to be very careful. That is why they say in Vedic lifestyle, one should not expose his body unnecessarily, and that too, one should not look oneself naked unnecessarily. Because these are all agitating, unnecessarily triggering wrong kinds of emotions and for a wrong purpose. So that is why whether it is taking bath or staying within your family, within your closed rooms, wherever it is, you have to be you have to be covering yourself because you are never alone. There are so many demigods, so many people are watching. So you are supposed to behave culturally because this looks is a very powerful, distraction which will take you away from Krishna. I was always, jokingly saying to my students that if you cross a mirror, wherever you cross a mirror, it is impossible that you will not check yourself out. You keep checking yourself out. Suppose if we are all going for a picnic, yatra, or some sort of a pilgrimage, and if you check out the photo album, how much ever images, pictures that you are going to check out, whom will we check out? We check out where we stand, how we stand, how do we look. Fourth, it is based on kula and varna. Somebody is because of one's varna. I am Brahmana. I am of this category, this highest league family. This kula and varna feeling is very prominent, very, very prominent in some parts of India. Very attached, whether, they are in the overall segment of caste system, people may have, maybe in a different rung, but they are so proud of their kula. I am part of Shivaji Maharaja's family. I am part of Tukaram Maharaj's family. I am part of, Rajput family or whatever. I am part of Brahmin family. I am part of Dikshidhar family, whatever. We are very proud about our kula and varna. We get to see them during book distribution times, where people, they boast about their, हम लोग ब्राह्मण लोग हैं, हमारे घर पे भगवत गीता. We all have, all they claim about them, but what do they do about it? Question mark. Sakula and varna. Fifth is based on vidya. A person who is, proud about his education, so much so that you even question the authority of education. We have seen histories of so many episodes where people try to question because of little bit of poor fund of knowledge you would have acquired, you will question the authority. Prabhupada is very intelligent, but these are all the places he has not translated it correctly. Or these are all things that he has not said it correctly. They will all give them their purport. So, what? So we have what is the basis on which we judge this? Just because you are skilled, just because we are, having some degree qualification. So fifth is vidya. Sixth is about one's pratishta, one's position, pad. I am king, I am CEO, I am powerful, I am minister, whatever. So one's position, one's power, power corrupts. They say power corrupts a person, and absolute power corrupts a person absolutely. So if somebody is very much attached to one's power and position, then that also will blind them in surrendering to the Lord. And seventh is about one's renunciation, tyaga. People are sometimes attached to their renunciation. People are attached to their vairagya. People are attached to about, how they have, renounced certain things. I remember in my growing days, I used to be behaving very funny within my family because I would have given onion and garlic and I had, stopped drinking coffee, tea or whatever it is. It was my grade 7 when I took up Krishna consciousness. I used to look at my parents as if they are some debauchees. Oh, you are all eating onion, garlic, you are all coffee, tea. I am a clean, neat guy. I have done some great, sacrifice for Krishna. I know Bhagavad Gita as it is. I know Krishna Supreme. Stupid I was. Stupid. Why? because of ahankar, because thinking that now I have, gone past all my seniors. Of course, Krishna gave me sufficient whack whenever that was needed, but I had that propensity. And last but not least, it's about the dharma. Oh, I am so much righteous. I'm so much subscribing to dharmic life. So much of my life is in mode of goodness. And people want to take brownie points and credit for that. So Ramayana says these 8 types of ego will not let someone surrender, will not let someone, serve the Supreme Lord. These 8 types of ego are something which we need to be very careful about. In general, we are supposed to be careful about ego, but ego can be in any of these forms. I can do anything, money, looks, somebody's kula, vidya, pratishta, tyaga, dharma. So watch out. We could be, swinging either way towards any type of egoistic life. The only way by which we can be saved is Mahat Seva, Mahat Seva, Mahat Seva. That is why Ravindra Swarup Prabhu, when he went to Srila Prabhupada and asked Srila Prabhupada, who is more important, book Bhagavata or devotee Bhagavata? Srila Prabhupada said, devotee Bhagavata, because devotee Bhagavata can tweak your ears and drag you to the lotus feet of Krishna. So when our ears are lent, it's not only for hearing from bona fide source, it is also for them to be tweaked and brought to the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. That's the second reflection. And the third and the last reflection that I want to say is that as much as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is merciful, as much as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is, very, what do you say, very kind, very magnanimous. Very nicely, Vrindavan Das Thakura says, they will also punish those who are miscreants. Whoever is trying to, offend, disrespect, he says, although the Lord awards all knowledge and strength, he nevertheless awards punishment to those who commit offenses. Because Vrindavan Das Thakura is writing how much ever mischievous Nityananda and Advaita Acharya is, how much ever they may quarrel, how much ever they may debate, those are all in transcendental, wonderful mood. So we cannot judge, we cannot evaluate, we cannot conclude how devotional relationship work. There are 12 different rasas with which the Lord deals with his devotees. 5 primary rasas and 7 secondary rasas. Srimad, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu explains. So the Lord may have his own ways and means by which he deals with his devotees. One thing we should very clearly remember, that we all have different syllabus. All of us does not have the same question paper. We all have different question paper, and each of the question paper have got different answers. If I look at his question paper or his answers and write the same answer, I will fail because my question is different. So in our journey to Krishna consciousness, it is imperative that at least we are very careful about these punishments, because we are definitely going to get those punishments if we commit offenses. What is the offense that is being referred over here? If you look at the limbs, sublimbs of the Lord, and try to differentiate them from the Lord, meaning if you are going to see a devotee as an ordinary person, as much as you see Krishna as an ordinary person, we are called Mamuda. Similarly, a Vaishnava as a normal person, we are Mamuda. And Srila Prabhupada writes in various places, and here also it is referred, it is not about only devotees. One should learn to see everything that is created by the Lord as Krishnas. So I used to always tell this. There are only two truths. One is Krishna, second is Krishnas. Krishna, the enjoyer, and everything, whether it is animate, inanimate, living, non-living, everything belongs to Krishna. So Krishna and Krishnas are the two truths. And anything above and beyond this is doggish mentality. That's what Prabhupada says. Anything above, there's nothing called above Krishna. Anything beyond, there's nothing beyond this. If you think it could be only our doggish mentality, it is only about our Maya, that which is not. So, the third reflection that I want to say is that it is imperative that one need to learn. We were having Bhagavatam sessions every day morning. So currently we are discussing here in Madurai from 7th canto of 14th chapter, where Narada Muni is explaining about ideal Grihastha life. In that chapter, we were discussing how a Grihastha or an intelligent married man is supposed to take care of all the poor, needy people, including poor animals. And Srila Prabhupada writes that one should be matured enough in seeing everybody in the eyes of, we should see them as parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Suni Chaiva Svapakecha Pandita Samadarshina. Samadarshina, Prabhupada clarified this morning in the purport. Samadarshina means giving respect according to their position. Not that treat the dog eater, everybody put them in the same basket and worship them. No. You should treat them as Krishna's servants, Krishna's part and parcel, and respect them, reciprocate them, look after them according to their power, position, situation in the ecosystem. But everybody is supposed to be respected. So if we do not respect, if we disrespect, or if we wrongly claim that which belongs to God as ours, we will be punished. We will be punished. It is designed by the Lord. So either by disrespecting or disregarding a Vaishnava as a normal soul, we will be punished. Or if we are trying to enjoy the Lord's resource as our resources, we will be punished. So to save ourselves from such a punishment, it is better that we try to simply follow in the footsteps of our predecessors and try to, as I said in the first reflection, try to reorient our life towards being the proper sublimb and sublimb and sublimb of the body of the Lord, so that we are resonating with the Lord. So with this, I will stop here and just quickly summarize our three reflections that we discussed today. The first reflection had got two parts. The first part is that how it is that Saksha Daridvena, we all have to make sure that everybody who is a self-realized soul, who is surrendered to Krishna, glorifying Krishna, we need to learn to see them, worship them, treat them at par with the Supreme Lord. And the second part of the first reflection is we should also learn to know, to reorganize, reprioritize our life in such a way that we are able to dedicate our life, refocus our life, so that the limbs or the sublimbs will be in tandem with the whole. And it is for that part's pleasure and part's need rather than the whole's need. The second reflection was about why we are not able to do this. Even an average intelligence person can understand this. Why we are not able to do this is because of the layers of ego. We may have 1 out of the 8 ego that we had discussed, or maybe, one of them, depends upon 1 out of the 8 combination out of multiple egos. But so long as our eyes are tainted with this unwanted things will not be able to surrender. And last but not least, that if we are not going to be serious enough and not recognizing Vaishnavas, not recognizing the devotees as Krishnas, or if you are not able to recognize Krishnas for Krishna's service and try to enjoy them, we are going to be punished. So thank you all so much. Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. There are any questions, comments, reflections, thoughts? I'll be happy to respond. Hare Krishna.
Jai, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you for the wonderful session, and so sorry for the confusion, and still you were ready to give session, and brilliant realizations you shared, Prabhuji. And
I want to
thank you
make a
for everything.
confession.
What,
I will.
Prabhu?
I want to make a confession. I was okay. Preeti Vilasini Mataji had sent this, verse 3-4 days
Oh.
before, and I thought I will read this today. I'll read this today. Read this today. Then I told all my team members I have a class at 9:30 in the evening, so please spare me. From 8:30 to 9:30, I will do nice preparation, be on time, not make people follow up. But then Krishna had his own plan. He again put me on the spot, said that do something now. So I do not know what I spoke, but I just did something,
No, Prabhuji, definitely you don't need any preparation. You are a spontaneous speaker.
something I blabbered. Anyway, I
No
didn't
blabbering, Prabhu.
set up his Balram Govinda Prabhu set up something. That's why I said when you called, I was going to step out of this room and go somewhere to my room. But then Krishna made this. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Dear devotees, anyone has any questions, comments, realizations? Yes, Sunil Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhupada Pranam. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very beautiful class. Prabhuji, regarding surrender, you said, Mahabhat said, you are like, when I will surrender, Mahabhat said, okay, just wait for the problems. So, Prabhu, regarding that, okay, when problems come, okay, I'll surrender for at that moment at least. But when problems goes at that time, it's like normal only, Prabhu, before like that only same. So, how do I maintain that surrender?
See, the basic point that Maharaj was insisting, and even other places it is mentioned, is that as a practicing devotee, okay, this is, I mean, we have to come out of the false humility or false acquisition mode to come to a reality check, which is, if I value my chanting, how much ever it has its own weaknesses, I value the Sangha, I value the Darshana, I value all the aspects. I value meaning not I value. The value of those things are so wonderful that it is going to improve me, not break me. We need to have complete conviction on this. Meaning, if I am chanting every day, if I am reading every day, if I am taking darshan of the Lord, if I am associating with devotees, if I am honoring prasadam, how can we be in trouble? Going to face some trouble. Apparently, if you are going to face some challenges, whether the challenges is coming and going, or while going it is coming, in whatever form and shape it is, we should remember that everything that is happening to a devotee is meant for his going closer to Krishna. Whether it is pain, pleasure, disease, money, drought, withdrawal, whatever that may be, because we are somewhere or other. Today morning only I was speaking. We would have shed 2 drops of tears and told Krishna, I love you. 2 drops of tears, once or maybe more than once. We would have told Krishna, I love you. Krishna, I want to serve you. Krishna, I want to glorify you. We would have said that. I'm sure everybody would have said that. If he had said that, then for sure, Krishna is going to remember. Ek baar dekh le chakshe jal. Ek baar dekh le chakshe jal. Gaura bole nitai den sakala sambal. एक बार देख ले चक्षे जाल. So my answer is that as a practicing devotee, we need to remember when problem comes our way, in spite of all our Krishna consciousness, which means Krishna is trying to communicate. And one other point I want to say is, if I don't learn from that problem, how do you think Krishna is going to stop giving that problem? Because Krishna wants us to learn something, Baba. It is like this. In business, we always say, I keep doing the business in the same way, but I expect different results. That is not possible. If you want different result, try to do something differently. In Krishna consciousness, if Krishna is giving us some challenges or some pain, please search for an answer, because we have not learned in the easy way. So Krishna has to give us some tough way for us to learn. So our perspective towards challenges will change, should change. That is why whether it is given, whether we are going through pain or pleasure, in Krishna consciousness, only smile. Why smile? Because Krishna is with me. Krishna is trying to cure me. Krishna is giving attention to me. Grihe Thakur, Vane Thakur, Sada Hari Bole Thakur, Suker, Duker, Bulo Nakur, Vadaner Hari Nam Korore. So the answer is that whether we are in distress or out of distress, both the times we need to learn to thank Krishna and remember that all these things are treatment for me to become more Krishna conscious. It is at least not to send us away from Krishna. It is to keep more closer to Krishna. To that extent, we can celebrate. Am I making sense, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you so much, Prabhuji. And just one more question. Prabhu, in the verses, it is said that Nityanand Prabhu and Advaita Prabhu, even if they break any, like act immorally, Mahaprabhu will never punish them. So, is it not partiality, Prabhu? Like, Mahaprabhu is strict with but not
It is
with them.
not. It is not. Are you married, Prabhu?
No, Prabhu.
Okay. When you may have somebody in your family, elder brother, sister, daughter. Suppose, for example, when your beloved child, when someone's beloved child misbehaves, you may apparently, may get instantaneous different reactions, but internally you love them. You will not take offense, because you are beloved. In Vrindavan, in Mayapur, Navadvip, whenever the Lord is performing his pastime, he is partial towards his beloved. Okay, I want to say this. Krishna, please forgive me. Krishna is partial. Even though Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I am impartial. Samoham sarva bhuteshu. Krishna says, I am equipoised towards everyone. But he didn't say something. I am very, very attached to my devotees. I am very, very attached to my beloved. I cannot tolerate. But this biased and imbalanced is a very beautiful concept by itself. The idea of him being impartial is true because the offer is given to everyone. All of you become my devotees, and to my devotees, they are very dear to me. So he is not saying you all can't become devotees, you all can't become devotees, only you can become devotees. He didn't say that. The offer is open to everyone. Everyone can be my devotees. Come and become my devotee. Yad karoshi, yad asnasi, yad jugosi, dadasi, yad tapasyasi kaunteya, tat kurushva madarpanam. He said, telling, please make it as an offering unto me. Offer to everyone. But those who are offering, he'll give us some special, extra cookies. Oh, why Prabhu? They all got second special? Because they went for the special class, Baba. They went for special class. They loved him. They gave him flowers. They did everything. So they're getting it. So Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya, they're so special that their notoriousness is also enjoyable for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I'm going to say some statements which may further put you in a spot. Srila Prabhupada writes in one place. Do you know Brahmananda Prabhu? Have you heard about him?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, Prabhupada writes, even if you happen to see Brahmananda smoking cigarette, you should offer obeisances. That's the statement Prabhupada made. Does that mean Prabhupada endorses smoking cigarette? Does that mean Prabhupada is trying to undermine Brahmananda Prabhu's position? Does that mean Prabhupada is trying to critique or insult someone? This statement has to be understood that Srila Prabhupada is acknowledging every bit of service those devotees have done to him. Because Brahmananda Prabhu, Gargamuni Prabhu, in those days, earlier days, whatever they have done to Prabhupada, you and me can't even imagine. So what is Prabhupada saying? Apichetsu durachara. So even approximately externally some mistakes may have been happened, or if somebody may commit, but because of their transcendentally situated in my service, they will be rewarded. So Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya, in this case, they have a transcendental relationship. They have a transcendental rasa. It is not that Advaita Acharya and Nityananda Prabhu are committing some debauchy work. So they are also trying to increase the mellow, increase the ecstasy of the Lord. So to that extent, the Lord is enjoying them. So the notoriousness referred over here should be seen from the transcendental vision. Like how Vrindavan Dham, all the Gopas, they play with Krishna, they prank with Krishna, they trouble Krishna, they torture Krishna to the extent Krishna cry. Hey, please, don't keep me outside of this game. I want to play this game with you guys. I want to be very much, be part of it. No, Krishna, you did a foul play. Next game, you are outside. Just go and pick up the ball and deliver. We will play. Krishna is to cry. So we cannot compare that arrangement with this arrangement. Making sense?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Any other comments, questions, reflections?
Thank you, Prabhuji. I really like when you said Krishna is partial. Thank you. He is
So we
indeed.
need some motivations, and he's partial.
Yeah,
It's very
he is.
special. Very special.
Okay, dear devotees, anyone else has any questions, any comments, any realizations to share? If not, then Prabhuji, we'll
Yeah.
also allow you because we like devotees are waiting for you.
Hare
So
Krishna.
thank you.
I'm so happy and I'm so sorry once again. I've started becoming such a goof up speaker that every time I come and ask for excuses.
Don't
So
say that, Prabhu. This is your platform. Come on, you cannot say this.
Hare Krishna, ma.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you,
Manjari.
dear devotees, for joining us. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for sharing your time and wonderful realizations with all of us. So, with that note, we can end our session here. Let's pay
Yes,
our
ma'am.
obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasinduvaevacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrind ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai, Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat ki jai, His Grace Ramgirdhari Prabhu ki jai.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Madurai Dham
Wonderful class
ki
as
jai.
usual.
Jai.
Yeah,
Jai, jai,
Madurai
jai.
Mata. Jai.
Hare Krishna, dear
Hare
devotees.
Krishna,
See you
Hari
all
Bol.
tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Ending the call.